Hello my dear students, welcome to biology class again. We are studying chapter number 4, Animal Kingdom. In our last lecture, we have already discussed about 3 phylums. Yes, tell me which are those phylums? Phylum Porifera, then phylum Cnidaria, or also we can call it as phylum Coelenterata. Then which is the third phylum? Phylum Ctenophora. Already we have discussed about these 3 phylums. Now we'll move to next phylum, that is phylum Platyhelminthes. The name itself indicates platy means flat, helminths means worm. This is commonly called as flat worms. So here you can see the body of the flatworms, how they are moving, you can observe. Clear? Now we'll study the characters of Platyhelminthes, or it is commonly called as flatworms. Why it is called as flatworms? Because they have dorso-ventrally flattened body. From both the sides, dorsally and ventrally, the body is flattened. So it is called as flatworms. So you have to remember, Platyhelminthes means flatworms. Clear? Then, these are mostly parasites. Parasites means what? They are depend on the other organism for their food purpose. They are living on the other organism. So here in the parasite again two types are there. Endoparasite and ectoparasite. Endoparasite means what? They are found inside the animals, including the human beings. So those are called as endoparasite. So these flatworms, these are mostly endoparasite. They are present inside the body of the animal. And one more type is ectoparasite. These are present outside on the body of the other organism. Those are called as ectoparasite. Okay, so here you will find both endoparasites and ectoparasites. Clear? Then these are free living and mainly aquatic. Freely they are living, they are not living in groups. Freely they are living and mainly aquatic. In the water you will find majority of these Platyhelminthes. Clear? Then, flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical. You know what is bilateral symmetry. Then, here now you will find organ level of body organization. Till now, we have studied the cellular level of body organization. Now, from here it starts, that is organ level of body organization. Then, these animals are triploblastic. You know what it is. Triploblastic, 3 germ layers are there. Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. 3 germ layers will be there. Then acoelomate. Acoelomate means what? Coelom is absent. Coelom is absent. That is called as acoelomate. So these are acoelomate animals. Now the digestive system. Here in this diagram you can see the digestive system is present. It is branched alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means digestive system. Branch alimentary canal with mouth is there. Mouth is present. So here only mouth is present but anus is absent. So only one opening is there, that is mouth. So it is called as incomplete type of digestive system. So here you can see this is the digestive system and here only mouth is present. Anus is absent. So incomplete type of digestive system. Then in parasites, in parasitic form, alimentary canal is absent. Alimentary canal is absent means no digestive system is there if they are parasites. Why? Because they absorb the nutrients or food material from the host directly through their body surface. So in which organism? For example, if they are living in the human body, inside the intestine, then in the intestine the ready-made digested food is there. So through the body surface they are directly absorbing that nutrients. So no need of digesting the food inside the body. So those animals, they don't have the digestive system in parasitic forms. Clear? So in parasitic, alimentary canal is absent. Next point, respiratory system, it is absent. Circulatory system, that is also absent. One more point, in parasitic forms you will find presence of hooks and suckers. For what purpose? With the help of hooks and suckers, they remain attached to the host in which they present, that is called as host. If in the human beings they are present, human being is called as host. So in our intestine if it is present, then how they will get attached to the intestine? So wherever the mouth is there, near that mouth you will find the hooks and suckers are there. With the help of that they will remain attached to the intestine inside the body. So that is one important point. Hooks and suckers are present in the parasitic forms and they will remain attached there and they will be sucking the nutrition through the body surface. Clear? Then excretory system. So here it is important one, protonephridia. You have to remember this name, protonephridia, with flame cells. So here you can see in the diagram, this diagram is of planaria. Okay, so in the planaria you can see here whatever these are there, these are protonephridia. In this diagram you can see here these are protonephridia with what are those small are there, these are called as flame cells. So one mark question, which are the excretory organs in the flatworms or in the platyhelminthes? That is protonephridia, important one. Protonephridia with flame cells. Flame cells are the excretory organs, or these are also called as solanocytes. So this name also you have to remember, protonephridia with flame cells, or it is also called as solanocytes. So here in next diagram you can see this is the structure of protonephridia or flame cell. Clear? So important one it is. Next, that these are ammonotelic. Ammonotelic means what? They excrete the excretory waste in the form of ammonia. The animals which excrete the excretory waste in the form of ammonia, those are called as ammonotelic animals. Clear? Here you can see in this diagram the structure of the flame cell. So remember this diagram, flame cells are the excretory organs in the flatworms, that is solanocytes. Next, that is nervous system. So nervous system you will find here it is ladder like. Ladder means shidi, ladder like. So here in this diagram you can see in between the middle one you can see the steps like is there, ladder like. So nervous system is ladder like. A brain and nerve cords connected by the transverse nerves. Here the brain is there at the top and the nerve cord, whatever that dark color lines are there down, those are the nerve cords. So here it is brain, here it is brain and these are the nerve cords are there. So these long two nerve cords are there and these are interconnected by the transverse commissure here. So transverse nerves are there which forms the step like structure. So nervous system is ladder like here with the brain and nerve cords which are connected by the transverse nerve. So that is about the nervous system. Next, that is reproductive system. So here you will find asexual reproduction by fragmentation and regeneration. Means what? Fragmentation means what? If you cut the animals into fragments, for example planaria, if you cut it into fragments, each fragment will develop into the new animal. And regeneration means for example tapeworm, if the large segments are cut down and lost, then that lost part it will again regenerate. That is called as power of regeneration. So these are the types of asexual reproduction. Then most are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means what? Here the sexes are not separate, means bisexual. Both male and female are present in the single individual. So that is called as hermaphrodite. So in the sexual reproduction, fertilization is internal. So in the same animal, male and female reproductive organs are present. The sperms, eggs, whatever are there are produced and internal fertilization is taking place. And development is indirect. Indirect means through many larval stages. So it will undergo the larval stage and then the adult will form. So that is called as indirect development. Then what are the other features? So already we have studied this unsegmented flat leaf-like body. If you see the example, that is liver fluke. In the next slide I will show you the diagram. So that liver fluke, you will find flat leaf-like body is there. Flat leaf-like, how the plant leaf is there. Like that flat body will be there. So only it is called as flatworms. And it is unsegmented. You will not find segmentation on the body. Then this is the first group showing cephalization. Cephalization means the formation of the head. Cephalo means head. Lization means formation. Head formation. First group where you will find the head-like structure is there. So these are the some important characteristics of phylum Platyhelminthes. So what are the examples? Remember the names of examples. Taenia solium. The common name is tapeworm. Then planaria. And third one is liver fluke. Okay. So we'll see the pictures of these examples now. So this is planaria. You can see flat body is there. And at the top you can see the head-like region. Triangular head-like structure is there. Cephalization. And in the next diagram you can see the excretory organs, that is nephridia are present, flame cells. Here you can see that is planaria. Next example, liver fluke. The first diagram, leaf-like flat triangular structure you can see. This is the liver fluke, flat body, leaf-like. And in the second diagram you can see the ribbon-like structure is there. That is called as a tapeworm. And in this petri dish, the third diagram, so this is the tapeworm. So here first two are diagrams. Here it is the actual animal. The ribbon-like flat structure you will find. So it is a tape-like. So it is called as tapeworm. The first one is liver fluke. Second one is tapeworm. Clear? And in the liver fluke you can see at the top the head-like structure is there. Okay, and below that head region, that black color dot, it is the sucker for the attachment purpose. Clear? So these are the examples of Platyhelminthes, planaria, liver fluke and tapeworm. So this finishes about the phylum Platyhelminthes. Now we'll move to next phylum, that is Aschelminthes. Aschel means round, helminths means worm. So it is commonly called as roundworms. Platyhelminthes flatworms, Aschelminthes roundworms. This you have to remember common names. Clear? So phylum Aschelminthes. Now the characteristics of Aschelminthes. It is commonly called as I told, see the heading, roundworms, or it is also called as Nemanthelminths. Nemanthelminths. Clear? Aschelminthes or Nemanthelminths or roundworms. All these names you have to remember. Now what is the habit? How these are present? These are free living or parasitic. Freely living and these are parasitic, means depend on the other organisms. So these animals are round in structure. The body is rounded, so it is called as roundworms. So these are aquatic, terrestrial or parasitic animals. Then one more important, here you will find which system level of organization? Organ system level of organization. In the last Platyhelminthes also organ system level of organization. Here also same. Then these are also bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic only. But these are pseudocoelomate. You will find pseudocoelomate. What do you mean by pseudocoelomate? You know, the mesoderm whatever is there, it forms the pouch-like structure. That is called as pseudocoelomate. So this is the only phylum, Aschelminthes is the only phylum which is pseudocoelomate. So one more question. Which phylum you will find the pseudocoelomate animals? That is Aschelminthes. You have to remember. Now we will move to the digestive system. So digestive system here, it is tubular alimentary canal, that is digestive system is tubular with mouth, pharynx, intestine and anus. So mouth is present and what is the last? Anus is present. So in between all these organs, pharynx, intestine is there. So what do you see here? Here you will find, henceforth you will find the complete type of digestive system with well developed mouth and the anus. Two openings are there, mouth and anus. So it is complete type of digestive system. Then whatever the mouth is there, it may possess teeth. Teeth are present in some animals. Clear? Respiratory system absent, circulatory system absent, and excretory system. Excretory system, it takes place by the excretory tube like structure. In the diagram you can see the below one, the tube like excretory structures are there, which opens outside by the excretory pore. At the top you will see the excretory pore. So these H-shaped cells are present. H-shaped excretory tubes are present, which opens outside by the excretory pore and through which the excretion is taking place. And these animals are ammonotelic, means they excrete the excretory waste in the form of ammonia. Nervous system, it is consist of the ring-like structure, and to that ring-like structure you will find the dorsal and ventral nerves are connected. Okay. Then the important one, reproductive system. The reproduction is through sexual type, that is sexual reproduction is seen here. Fertilization, it is internal, and development is direct here now. No larval form is there. Development is direct. Directly from the embryo, the adult one is developed. No embryo stage is there in between. No larval stage is there in between. So it is called as direct development. Clear? Then what are the other important features? Syncytial epidermis means what? Whatever the epidermal cells are there, they are having more than one nucleus. So it is called as syncytial epidermis. Thick cuticle. On the outer skin, on the epidermis, one more layer you will find, that is cuticle, which is thick in nature. That is for protection purpose. Thick cuticle is present outside the body. Then here, this is important last one, that is sexual dimorphism. Means what? You will find here the unisexual animal now. Unisexual means what? One sex. Single animal. Male is separate and female is separate. That is called as unisexual. Till now we have seen bisexual. Bisexual means what? Male and female is present in the single individual. That is called as bisexual. But now here you will find the sexual dimorphism. Means what? You can make out which is the female and which is the male. Male is separate and female is separate. In the diagram I will show you how the male and female is separate in the next slide. So what are the examples for this? Ascaris, Encyclostoma, Vaucheria and Enterobius. Now we will see the pictures of these animals. So here you can see the roundworms. Can you see the body? Round shaped body. It is not flat, it is round body. So it is called as roundworms. So in this second picture, the top one, you can see the Ascaris. So here it is Ascaris only. So first one, which is smaller one and literally curved at the end. So this is male one, which is smaller. And the next diagram beside that is bigger one, long, with the here the last end is not curved, it is straight. So it is female. Males are small, females are bigger. And the end of the male is curved, and at the end of the female body it is straight body. So male and female. This is called as sexual dimorphism. You can make out externally which is male and female. So this is the example, that is roundworm. So today we will stop here. We have discussed two phylums. Which are those? Phylum. Yes, tell me what is the name of the first phylum we have discussed? That is Platyhelminthes, that is flatworms. And the next phylum, that is Aschelminthes, that is roundworms. So remember the example's name, and wherever I have said it is important one that you have to remember for 1 mark questions. Clear? Any one phylum will be asked for 5 marks. Write the characteristic features of phylum Platyhelminthes. Then all the characteristics you have to write it down. So thank you for today, my dear students. Now we'll meet in the next lecture.